The winter time is coming and your truck, SUV, and car is gonna need this package inside of it. Let's check it out. So here it is. This is a multifunctional system that you need to have in the bed of your truck, in the trunk of your SUV, or in your car, because the winter time is coming and we all know what happens to the batteries of our cars. We all know what happens to the tires of our cars in the winter time. You start to lose pressure and you might need to jump. Let's go ahead and open this up so you guys have a better look at what this is. Now here's a better look at the package, and it actually comes really nicely wrapped up too. So you want to pull it out. Again, this goes right in your car very neatly. And you guys saw the name. BFGoodrich is the maker of this. They give you a really nice bag. And check this out. Owner's manual comes inside of here. Also, you have some extra storage right here. So if you need to jump your car if it dies, this comes with everything that you'll ever need. As I mentioned, if your tire pressure gets low, you're traveling, can't find a place to add air, this guy will do that for you. Here's a few more pieces. If you need to air up your basketball or anything that you need done, this can work for that too. Not sure what this is, but I'm sure we'll figure it out in a second. This looks to be charging cord. And here's the big package right here. They do a really good job packaging this up. And look at that. Has a handle for you. It's not that big either. So as I said, this can go in any of my cars. I have 4 cars, but my smallest one being my Corvette. I can put this in the front, the trunk. I could probably put it down under my seat inside the Corvette too. Now there is a power button right there. Hopefully you guys see that. Power button, and then there's a U and an M, minus plus. On the side here, it says engine start. So I'm sure this is where you plug in your jumper cables. You plug this in on the side of it. And it is dummy proof too, so it does go in a certain way. So you clip it in there just like that. And you see that? It lets you know that there's power here. So that way, if you aren't used to using these things, you know, you probably would add this to the battery first and then plug it into, just that way you don't make connection with the positive and negative here. But let's go ahead and turn it on real quickly. You may need to charge it for the first, yep, you see it only comes halfway charged. So we're gonna charge before we do anything. But you also have, right there, a light. So if you turn on the light, there it is. Wow, that is exactly, wow, that's bright actually too. And turn it back off. You just have to hold it about 3 seconds or so. But yes, I'm pretty sure this is where you're going to use for air. And if you want to charge like your phones, things like that, let's say you're going to a concert and they do allow you to take this in. You have something to keep your battery on your phone topped off. And yeah, this is where the air does come out right there on the side there. All right, so let's go ahead and check this out really quickly. Now what's nice about this, because it is very compact, you can put this just about anywhere inside the car. And let's just say you did have to jump your neighbor, right? You could put this in your center console, right? Because you see it says in and out. So I'm assuming for in you have to use this Type C to charge this, okay? And then if you plug it into your car's power source right here, I'm gonna go ahead and plug it in to my Type A USB. And let's see if this charges, okay? Because we're gonna charge this anyways. You're not really supposed to use these types of things until you have the battery charge. So you see right there, it's showing that it is charging. And what we're gonna do is, we're gonna get this thing fully charged and we're gonna air up the tires. We're going to, you know, I mean, if I could find a car with a dead battery, maybe we can try to jumpstart something. All I gotta do is find a Jeep. There's a Jeep Grand Cherokee or maybe even a Wagoneer somewhere that's dead for sure. But yeah, this will jumpstart your car, air up your tires, air up your balls, air up your tires for your bikes, whatever you have. This is a nice addition to that. So here is GNew's website. If you are interested in buying this setup, I do have a promo code down below that you can use to get more money off. And then just be sure to pause it right here for some of the specs on this one. I did choose this one because it is supposed to help obviously jumpstart a large diesel engine and gas engine right there. And it is a 7-in-1, so it has a lot of other benefits as well. Now, something else to consider too, just so you guys can see all the benefits here. You guys see the peak for the jump starter, and it does have the inflator for the tires, which is really good for the winter time. And obviously it has that multi-purpose, so if you need to blow up a mattress or any toys or basketballs, things like that, you can still use it for those things as well. And they give you a lot of different nozzles that you see here to blow up things. Lastly, my favorite thing about this is sometimes when I'm out and they don't have a power source next to me, so this can help top off your laptop, your phone, especially if you're at the beach or something like that. So just keep that in mind too. And yeah, you have this flashlight up top on there too. But as I said, promo code down below. Let's go ahead and see how well it does airing up tires. I let out some of the air in my tires and I want to see, I'm at 51.7. So the goal is to get to 56.2 because that's where it was before I let out the air. Let's see if it can do it. I'm gonna set a target time of 3 minutes. I think that's fair. It's what, 5 PSI? Can the GNew do it? All we have to do is just add this. And nice and snug. Right over here. Put it on the tire. Lock it in place. Turn it on. Now if you don't know, you can go to PSI. They have KPA bar. And we're going to set this for 56. Actually, let's do the 0.3, so we'll just do 56 for now, okay? And start. We're at 49, 50. It's gonna probably take it 3 to 5 minutes, I would say. But what's nice about it is you don't have to sit here by the truck and wait for it to air up the tires. If you're on a trip and you need to take some stuff out of the car or whatever, you can kind of leave this there while it's setting up the air pressure for your tire, and it'll stop once it gets to that set target. Now so far, we're almost at a minute, and it's at 51 PSI. So I'm probably gonna stop it at 3 minutes, and then that'll give us an idea of how many PSI you can get. 10 seconds. So at 3 minutes, yeah, we got what was that, 2 PSI? Now, obviously on this air pressure gun, it showed 51.7, but on this dial, it showed 50 PSI. So if we just went off of this, we got 2.5 PSI added to the tires in 3 minutes. So just, again, just something to take note of there. But my wife says I have to air up these balls. So let's see how quickly we can do that. And then I'm gonna show you guys me jumping a truck that was actually dead. It was a 6.7 Cummins, but we'll do this first. Now there's 2 ways you can do this. So you have a lot of different nozzles and pieces to air out balls, things like that. And so the first way you can do it, and the way I'm probably going to use, is this. So you can just twist this on like this. And then you go here, you have in and out. So out is what we're going to use. And then we're going to twist this in there. It's nice and secure. Or if you want to use this because you lost all those pieces, because I'm pretty sure most people are going to do that if you don't keep up with this, you can just put this in here, lock it in place, and let's go ahead and see. So the ball has an opening here for this one. And what you have to do is, hopefully you can see this. So you see how it has a motorcycle, let me go to the top. So car, motorcycle, bicycle, ball, and then just air. I'm assuming the air is going to be for this. And then if you want to air up a ball, it'll be for this. Then we have to set the PSI for it. I'm just going to say 11. Now what I'm going to do is, I think I want to use this one though personally. So I'm going to switch it over. So as I said, we have to go back to the air. Yeah, this is faster. You can clearly see it too. And that's it. That was probably what, 30, 45 seconds? Not bad. All right, let me show you guys the truck that I had to jump. So here's a moment of truth. I found a dead 6.7 liter Cummins, and we're gonna see if we can start this truck. So we know that it can air up the tires. And just so you guys know, here we go. It's dead. You hear the click. So let's go ahead and pop the hood and let's go ahead and see what this guy can do. I'm excited to see how good this thing is. One thing I like about the jumper cables is you do have a lot of length here. And let's go ahead and turn this on so we can. All right. See if we can jump it. Wow. This thing is, what, 3 years old? It's a brand new truck, guys. This truck is still for sale, and it's been here for 3 years. We just jumped it. This thing is actually really good. I was a little skeptical at first, but you know, this thing has the grid heater, so it has to heat the combustion for the diesel. And it's not too cold today, but it was probably like below 50 degrees last night. Truck started right up. I'm actually really impressed. Wow. But that will pretty much end it. Here are some of my highs. I love the fact that it was able to jumpstart that Ram. That Ram was pretty dead, and pretty much jump started very quickly. I also like the idea that you can use this anywhere because it's so small, it's portable, you can take it in your bag, whatever. And if you need to air up any accessories like a mattress or balls for your kids, it has that function. And I like that the power cord that it comes with is like a type A and type C. You can basically keep it in your truck, car, whatever, And because the cord is long enough, you can have it charging while you're driving. So if you did use it to jump start a car, because it does knock out probably about, I would say 50% of the battery when you do that. That is a really nice feature too. Some of the negatives I would say is if you're needing to air up your tires, it's gonna take it a while. So I would say maybe 3 to 5 PSI might be good. Depending on where that valve stem is, that the air nozzle to air up your tires is not that long. So you have to probably move your car to where it's further down. That way you have enough to actually add it, because it sits on the ground really nicely, which I like. The light is definitely another advantage of it, but overall I think the only downside is just having the shorter air nozzle for your tires to air up the tires. That's pretty much it. But apart from that, it will air up the tires. Just figure maybe 5 or 6 PSI might take about 5 to 10 minutes. So I hope you guys liked the video. Be sure to check out GNU. Promo code down below if you want to get an extra discount on it. See you guys soon.